Welcome back, everyone. Conklin and Company continues now. No Take 3. We've given the panel a week off, kind of a summer vacation, as we pay tribute to Susan Ross Wells, and before that, we pay tribute to Judd Silverman and the Jamie Farr Toledo Classic, which is coming up in the next week. A week from today, kind of kicking everything off, Jamie Farr Week. But Susan, we talked about some of the fun you've had, the One Life to Live, also All My Children. You got to do that. A lot of laughs, but it's a serious business, and you became a fabric of our community. Came from the Northeast, and I read in the paper in your story, you said, I became a Toledoan. And that's what you are. With that being said, you became very close to causes. And one of those was with Kaylee Halko, her family, Tim and Marta. Marla, pardon me. And we really got to know this little girl.
Look at
We've
her.
come to know her growing up now, and progeria and the cause in fighting this accelerated aging disease. Tell us about this partnership that you developed with the Progeria Research Foundation and the Halko family too.
You're trying to make me cry, aren't you? Look at these children. Oh my goodness. I can't believe seeing her that little. Yeah, I was blessed enough to meet the Halkos a few years ago and meet Kaylee and her wonderful brothers, and just a lovely family. You know, they've become good friends. And
Anthony Wayne family, right?
Anthony Wayne, yeah. Go Generals, yeah. And big Ohio State fan, Kaylee as well. So just so you're aware of that.
That's okay, Kaylee.
But she just turned 9 years old, and so when you get to know a family like this. You know what they were doing there? They were visiting one of the elementary schools, helping the older children to understand, because they knew that Kaylee would eventually be coming to school. And so trying to explain what progeria was all about so that the children wouldn't wonder and stare and point, which is a hard thing, as you might imagine. So what has happened as a result of their wonderful work as a family is that this community has embraced Kaylee, adores Kaylee. Everyone in town knows. So
Kaylee's course, the walk for progeria?
The walk that they have every year. I guess my point is the stares stopped, the points, you know, the pointing fingers. It's just Kaylee.
It's Kaylee.
And that is such a blessing. And so I've had an opportunity to meet some of the other progeria children at some of our events, and I'm on the board, and they're such special children. And I'm so proud of our work at 13 supporting this, because it's so rare that there aren't many people in their corner. Right. They need people in their corner. They need us in their corner, you know. So the next time you hear about a progeria fundraiser, think about going and, you know, helping these families out, because they need us. Yeah. And there's hope for them, too. There's experimental medicines out there that these kids could benefit from. So that's the hope, is to get them on these medicines.
Kaylee's course is normally in the fall, right?
It is October 13th this year.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So mark your calendar.
Yeah. It usually starts at Mount Clove Elementary, right? And then
yes. And actually, there are a bunch of progeria fundraisers coming up in the weeks to come. I think we have the list on our website, 13abc.com.
And while we're here, we should plug that. Another cause: a young man developed a very difficult disease, had a battle. His name was AJ Nye. And you took on that. You took on that that project, that challenge, that mission for this family as well. This is a number of years ago. Maybe you could take us back there. As we can see, it is a number of years ago.
Ah, yes, one of the many hairstyles. I'm not too sure about that hairstyle, but yeah, that was. Again, videographer Shane Jerome and I went to Omaha, Nebraska, and followed AJ on his journey to get a transplant. AJ was born with his small intestines on the outside of his body instead of inside, and so he faced a series of operations his whole life. Since he was just a newborn baby, he was taken from his mother for surgery. So we have followed him. We followed him back to Omaha, maybe in the late 90s. Early 2000s for another double transplant that time at about, I think he was 13. And I was just checking with his mom on Facebook. As far as I know, he's doing well. I saw some awesome photos of him as a big strapping teenager. Right. So, you know, just really, you know, gets you right there. But
for people who think that you come in and you just read the news and
different.
It is, and it's proof positive there. You become entrenched in the community. You became a Toledoan, a Northwest Ohioan, still are, still will be, and we can see where it's the perfect fit over at UTMC for you. It just appears to be the perfect fit if you're going to enter the next phase of this professional life for yourself?
I guess what I would say is, as journalists, we're supposed to be objective, right? We're just telling people about these things. But when you see people in situations like this, you can't help but care. I believe it's the human part of us that makes it mean so much to people. We